What's going on, YouTube? I want to make this video short and to the point and as best as I can in detail. Listen, you have to expect the unexpected with this system because we don't know everything that they're putting together. Expect the unexpected with the robots and the AI and people coming into your workspace. Like, there's so many movies about this robot AI blending into society with humanity and crashing with humanity over rights and workspace and taking work away from humans. They are going to overthrow humanity with robots. They are going to put robots on the street, robots in the store, robots in the school. You're not going to eventually know what's the difference between a human and a robot. It's coming. It's coming. The artificial intelligence is the game changer because it's more than just a robot. It becomes self-aware. Look, like everything else, you come out here, wave your arms, hey, it's coming, and then everybody wants to call you names or ignore you or act like it's not coming, and then it comes and they got the stupid look on their face and then they want to know why and how this happened. Well, people have been waving their arms for fucking at least almost 10 years at this point about AI. Expect the unexpected. Expect your job to... These people who hawk over you at the food store, do they realize that job is tailor-made for a robot to stand there and make sure you scan all your food? Like, can a robot do exactly what you're doing? Not only that, but a robot's going to challenge a doctor on what he's doing. So if you're doing a low-skilled job, you're gone. Like, I don't think people really understand the magnitude of what this is going to look like. What this is going to look like is faggot, skinny nerds. Nerds. Who are weak and who couldn't do nothing like a man are going to sick robots and AI onto humanity and to weaken and to ruin humanity because they couldn't do it. And you people don't have no clue of what's coming and what's going to be next to you and how horrible it's going to be. And it's not that far away. And they're going after us 1,000 miles an hour, and we're standing here like, oh, yeah. And we have no idea our whole world, our life is going to be over. They're building these data centers. They don't got enough room on the grid. They're going to have to pull from people. That's why we're going to have to go without, so they can fund these freaking data centers. Do you people understand? Like, they're picking the data centers and whatever, and they're saying F the people. They could sit there in the shit and starve and whatever to death. Like, don't you people, like, I can't believe this is what it's coming to. Expect the unexpected. As far crazy and as far out there as you could think of, plan on that being what the deal is, because we really don't know, and it's really going to be crazy. And you got to look at all these movies and all these subtle things. Look at the Subservient movie with Megan Fox. Right there, a nanny who could cook and clean and whatever, and they're making, and they have the ability to make the skin go over the robot part, so you're going to be dealing with people as it goes on more and more, where you're not going to know the difference. That's how crazy this is getting. You're going to deal with someone, and you might not even know if they are robots or not. And that was the whole thing about you gay people and you trans think that your life happens in a vacuum, and it doesn't. They push that out to get people used to seeing differences in humanity and augmenting it, even though it's an abomination. But to the people who are retarded and think that that's normal, yeah, but that all it does is condition everyone to see humanity at a different state and all messed up. And all it does is get everybody acclimated to when the robots are going to come out, and it's going to be a difference. Now, there's not going to be that much of a difference between a trans weirdo and a robot. At least the robot might look more conservative looking, but you're still going to have an alien form among humanity. Expect the unexpected. This is simple, yet terrifying, because the magnitude of this is like you can't even put into words. Everybody just floating around, wars on the horizon. I don't trust these people, man. I don't trust them. Today they're in Venezuela. Tomorrow they're in the middle of America. So it's just like, these people are scum. Expect the unexpected. All these movies telling you how they're going to do it, and the people fighting at work, they ain't human. Why they getting our jobs? They got no families, right? So now that we're fighting the politicians, now we're going to have to fight people at our work and whatever. Not good. Expect the unexpected. And Trump, why do you think Trump stopped what he was doing and in January announced the AI thing? Because China's running away with it. We're like to the point now where we can't even have a say in it. Now we got to try to control it because we already let the plans out what we're doing. So now it's like if we don't try to control it, we're going to lose power in it. So now we got to go down this road. So you think we could go down this road without destroying our country? Now we're going to do it. Because the plan is to destroy anyway, and out of the destruction comes the order. Out of the chaos comes the order. They have to do 9/11 times 10 to break our whole system so that we come back to a new system. They can't just try to blend right into it. So if we thought COVID was a big deal, nah. Now, unfortunately, that was going to be not bad compared to what we're going to be facing. So you people just got to wake up, man. Pray. This is why the rapture is so important, because as we get towards these latter days, I don't want to be here for it. I don't don't think anybody who's understands this and it runs after Jesus and tries to does what they got to do. No, get them out of here. Like, anybody that's under the age of 10 should automatically go. Go. Age of innocence. Go. Heaven. Out of here. Gone. Get them out. At this point, you got to look at heaven as like a mountain or like up in the woods. Like, I mean, yeah, it's off-world. Yeah, it's off-world and you're in Christ, but it's up in heaven. And I'd rather than be off-world and up there than down here what we're facing. Hopefully I could be next to my son and we go up together. I don't know. But I realize why that's so important. And why a Christian that is following Jesus shouldn't have to deal with that. Not that, and I don't want this to sound, well, Christ didn't have to, okay, I know what you're going to say. Well, then what happens if Christ felt that way about his crucifixion? I get that. And if it's in, and it is in the Word, but if it's in your destiny to be here, then that's what it is. I'm saying that with like all due respect because it means a lot. Even though it might not sound like that from my voice, I understand the magnitude of that. But I also understand if there is a chance for his people to avoid something like that because of the destruction or whatever, then he has the authority and the sovereignness to make that call. So, expect the unexpected. What I said in this video is common sense, and it really should be looked at and thought about, because at the end of the day, we're going to have to deal with this as they stand on their towers looking at us. So